Welcome to the channel, Gaming Army. We've got two great drops coming your way today, and in both of these drops we are heading to the battlefield in our Atlas. It is the Atlas hero, the Kraken. Our first drop is a conquest match on Hibernal Rift, and I've kicked out with some of my teammates to the right to capture the Epsilon capture point, and now I want to push some enemies that are on the high ground. My Kraken is outfitted with 2 large pulse lasers, 2 medium lasers, an AC-20, and 2 SRM-6s, top speed 52.6 kph. And as I push the enemy units, I am making a huge tactical mistake. And the mistake that I'm making, just so you guys don't do this, is I've stayed too close to the ridge line on my left-hand side. While it gives me cover, it also does not allow me to get my weapons fire out. All of those alphas and all of that potential damage is going into the terrain because I can't clear it with my low-slung weapons. You gotta remember that the large pulses, the AC-20, and the medium lasers are all lower in this build, more at waist height than higher up in the mech. So keep that in mind when you've got low-swung weapons as to where your positioning is, and sometimes it's better to be out into the open a little bit so that your weapons can clear terrain. We've managed to push the enemy units out of this area in front of Bravo 4. They're in the low ground in front of me, and let's see if we can get some shots in on them. Absolutely, and you can see now the difference. When I'm out in the open, I can get all of those weapons to bear on an enemy target, and that's what you want to do. So I've wasted a lot of opportunity of getting damage done to these enemy units because I was busy shooting up the landscape. Taking quick stock of our situation in this match, it does not look good. If you're looking at the mini-map, you can see my teammates are spread out all over the place. If you look at the top of the screen, you're going to see that we are behind on cap points and we are way behind on kills. The score is 2-6, and I still have a couple of enemy units down below me that haven't moved out of that Bravo 4 low ground, and I'm trying to get to them, but I'm also getting focused by other enemy units from elsewhere on the board. But now Alpha is in the open and he's being pushed, so we are going to drop in and support our Marauder as he pushes, and a little Marauder on Marauder violence is always good. Oh, there we go. We got a good kill with that Alpha strike on the enemy Marauder. However, it also means we've dropped into the low ground, which is not necessarily the most ideal place to be, and the score is 3-8. So we're going to get rolled up on really quickly. In fact, here they are. They've pushed around Charlie 4. They're on the high ground. My CT is open, but I'm going to go up here and see what damage I can do before they take me out. There's a Mad Dog. There is... Oh, no, I am down. Okay, so that didn't last long. Score is 3-11. Marauder is the last man standing. He goes down as well. And switching over to our end screen, we end this one with 1 kill, 2 assists, 503 damage done in a crushing defeat. Moving on to our next drop. This one has us playing Assault Mode on Polar Highlands. And as we get into the action on this one, we're going to see if we can avoid some of those horrible mistakes that we made in the first drop, and that is watching our positioning as far as getting shots on enemy targets. Now, most of you who are looking at the loadout have already surmised that, yes, I got rid of the Gauss rifle that comes with the Atlas Kraken. You can keep the Gauss rifle. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just my playstyle. I like to have it immediately available in this type of a build because this is more of a close range build with the SRM-6s, the medium lasers, etc., etc. And I like to be able to spot my enemy, focus him, hit the fire button, and not have to wait for any kind of a charge time. That's just me personally in this particular build, but there is nothing wrong with the Gauss rifle. That's the way to play it. right now we've got quite a little bit of action going on. I purposely hung out on our team's left flank, figuring that the enemy was going to NASCAR to the right and come into us, and sure enough, they did. And now it is a very target-rich environment. I've got all kinds of enemies to pick and choose from as far as targets of opportunity. I really do want to go after that blood asp, but there's a couple of more units behind the big rock, and they keep peeking and poking out of there, and now India is starting to push out. Don't know what he's thinking. He's open CT, and he's coming up over the ridge line. That's not smart, and he really paid for that. His entire right side is ready to take another alpha and just explode. So hopefully he comes back into our line of sight, and we'll stay on some of these other enemies as well. I also need to be aware of that Jägermech, and that is a boom Jaeger with dual AC-20s, but it also means he might be a bit squishy. So there is a Mauler, a Jaeger, and a Blood Asp all right around the corner from me, and I am having just a field day bouncing between all of those targets. Now I do have to be careful. My left torso is open, and if I have to have a torso open, I would rather be the left torso in the Atlas, because the right torso is where your big gun is. There's the Mauler in the open, and oh, look at that. He is open left torso, right torso, and he has a nice orange open CT as well. There's our Blood Asp friend again, and we're just going to stay right where we're at. We've stalled their push. They can't come around the bend, and look at that. There we go. Getting some good shots on the Jaeger. Let's see if we can get some more follow-up. His Blood Asp is with him, and we'll get some good shots on him. And now look at that one touch of that right torso. The Blood Asp will lose the right torso. He's open CT. There goes that Jaeger again. He's trying to get an angle on us. I've got to be careful. I don't know if he can get over top of us. I think he was putting up a UAV. So there's one above us. I took one in the distance. And here comes the Blood Asp. There we go. Get some good shots. There's that right torso on him. There's the Jaeger. Down goes the Jägermech. Get another alpha out. Boom. Down goes the Blood Asp. There's 2 kills back to back. And look at that. We've pushed them back. There's a Sun Spider running for cover. He's open center torso as well. Maybe we can get a 3rd kill. He just threw up a UAV, but I don't have time to worry about that. A teammate is going to finish him off. There are 2 enemy assaults on the high ground. Looks like a Marauder and our friend the Mauler. We get the shot out on him and do a tactical shutdown, but look in the left-hand side. Yes, we got the kill on top of it. And that's also your reminder that if you're enjoying this kind of content, why not join the Sleepless Nights Gaming Army? Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future content like this. So that was a wild and woolly match that comes to an end, and shifting over to our end screen, we wound up with 3 kills, 4 assists, 5 components destroyed, 932 damage done.